Hello, good evening, and welcome to Become a Better Man. My name is Tunde Disu. Thank you for being part of today's program. On today's program, we are going to be looking at the topic Pursue Your Dreams. Pursue your dreams. Pursue your goal. Don't give up on yourself. See, naturally, from birth, well, not from birth, but from childhood, we all have goals. We have dreams. We have things we want to do, things we want to become. We have different things that we had on our minds as we were growing up, as we were playing with our friends on the playing field and running about in the neighborhood. Some of them we verbalize them. Some of them we're just thinking them through in our minds, wondering how it will look like, what it will be like, and how we will end up being or who we will become in future. And so we have all these dreams and these goals just running through our minds as we're growing up. But as we get older, as we grow older, some of these dreams, they just kind of fizzled out. Some of them we let them go. Some of them because our path, our lives, our journey in life, they've taken a different route, and some of them we were talked out of them by maybe parents, maybe older siblings, maybe teachers, maybe colleagues, and things like that. But somewhere along the line, we just let them run, and we just kind of forget about them. But because it was something that was in us from childhood, every now and again, some of them will pop up. Every now and again, something will trigger, it kind of take you back on a journey, as it were, to that time when you had the dream, to that time when you had the goal, to that time when you envisage yourself and you as it were, travel in time into your future, and you can imagine, you can envisage, you can picture what your life looks like, or what your life will be like, how you will live your life, what will be the experiences that you will be enjoying or having in life. So every now and again you get a trigger, you get something that will trigger those things in you. And as we go along with life, we become busy. Life takes its tolls. Challenges and circumstances, responsibilities and obligations, other things will catch up with us. And one of the things that usually catches up with us is age. And so it gets to a point where you start asking yourself, is it not too late now to start pursuing those dreams? Can I still achieve those goals at this age? Is it still possible? Is it not too late? What will it look like if I want to start that at this age, at this time, at this level? How will it would look somehow. How will I explain that to my spouse, to my children? What will it look like for me to be in that circumstance, to be now starting that goal and that dream and pursuing it at this age? But you see, age is one thing. But one of the things I have realized in life is, irrespective of how old you are or how old you become, age has never been able to completely silence the quiet voice in your heart. That dream that you had, that vision that you had of yourself, that goal, that life that you saw yourself when you were little. Age, even though has its effects on every other thing, but there's one thing age and time cannot kill, cannot silence, cannot completely shut down, and that is the dream in your heart. That is the goal, the passion that you feel, that you have grown up with. And so you ask yourself, is it not too late? Can I still pursue that? Can I still go after it? What would people say? How will it look? And things like that will come up. But you see, There are certain things in life that until you suit them, until you meet them. There are certain itches in life that until you scratch them, they don't go away. There are certain things in your life that until you pay attention, until you satisfy them, they will continue to just knock gently on your heart and just pull you and tug on you and remind you. And those are the kind of things I'm talking about today. Those are the dreams and the goals of life that, whether you like it or not, they won't go away. They will not go away. And so the best thing you can do is to yield, is to pursue them, is to find a way. It might, because of different things in life, you might never get to experience it the way you envisioned it when you were little, when you were young, when you were growing up. But somehow, until you pay attention to it, until you start doing something about it, until you start attending to it, you find yourself every now and again going back to the same place and to the same point and to the same issue and to the same argument with yourself until you start doing something about it. Unfortunately, when it comes to achieving goals, when it comes to pursuing our dreams, when it comes to becoming what we envision and what we envisage ourselves to be, many of us were very good at talking about it. Many people will tell you all their life goals and targets and dreams and this and that. But very few people actually pursue it or even attempt to start at working towards achieving those goals, becoming that person, living that life that you saw yourself. And so the question is, why? It's your dream. It's your goal. It's your life. It's your plan. It's what it's your heart's desire. But somehow we tend to talk a lot about it and we do little about it. And so a lot of people get to the end of their lives and they are full of regrets. They are full of regrets of, oh, if only I'd done this, if only I'd been that, if only I'd said this, if only I've attempted this, maybe if I'd even tried. You never know what could have happened. And so life, the end of our lives is a report card of the exams and the lessons that we have learned and the exams that we are taking as we go through life. And so at the end, when you look at your report card, when you look at your result, when you are given your final certificate, the question is, would you be happy with what you're looking at? Will you be satisfied? Would there be a sense of joy and happiness? Would there be a warmth that just fills your life and fills your heart while you are on your deathbed? Or will it be a small tears just rolling down your cheek? Not the tears of joy, but the tears of regret. Not the tears of happiness because your children and your grandchildren and maybe your great-grandchildren are all around your bedside. But these are tears of pain, of sorrow, of saying to yourself, and maybe if you are bold and courageous, saying to others around you that you never pursue your goal. You never follow your dream. You never attempt to be the person that you were meant to be. And so it can be very devastating at that stage because now you're on your way home. So the question then is, why? Why do we leave it so late? Why do we not pursue it? You see, a guy called C.G. Jung said, you are what you do, not what you say you will do. You are what you do. You are what you actually do, not what you think you're going to do, not what you plan you're going to do, not what you say you are going to do. It is what you do ultimately that becomes the legacy that you leave behind. So we're going to quickly look at some of the reasons why people fail to pursue their goals, to pursue their dreams, to become, at least even attempt to become who they actually wanted to be, would like to be, desire to be, planned to be. There are so many people who are frustrated today. Frustrated with their jobs, with their careers, with their environment, with their lifestyle, with the people they are with everything. Not because they're poor, not because they're sick, not because there's something mentally or medically or physically wrong with them. But there's a deep wound in their heart. There is a hollow, there is a big hole in their heart, in their mind, in their being, that the only thing that can fill that is the fulfillment. It's at least an attempt to fulfill those early goals and dreams that we had. So why do people fail to pursue their dreams? Why do people fail to achieve their goals? Why do people fail to become all that they were planning and in some cases destined to be? And so we're going to look at some of them and look at what you can do about them. The first reason why people fail to achieve their goals is because the goals are not specific. Most of us, if not all of us, we make general goals and we make general proclamations and we set general targets and they're not specific. They are not specific. And if it's not specific, it becomes immeasurable. You can't measure it. You can't determine when you achieve it. You can't really put your finger on it to say, this is where I am on the journey towards this. Because your goal, your dream, your heart's desire, you have not concretized it to a point where it is specific, where it is clear, where it's distinct, where you can at the drop of a pen, you can put your hand on it. If your goals and your dreams, if they are vague and general in nature. For instance, if you ask people, what's your desire in life? They say, I want to be rich, I want to be happy, I want to have a big family. Those are laudable, those are wonderful dreams and goals and desires. But I want to be rich. It's not specific. Because what is the measure? At what point do you determine, do you quantify, do you put a value on what it means to be rich? I want to be happy. Yes, everybody wants to be happy. In fact, it will be insane for you not to desire to be happy. But the question is, what is your definition of happiness? Because happiness to you could be different from happiness to me. And unless you know what happiness means to you, unless you can quantifiably, definitively define